guys, thank you for watching, and today we're going to do a part 2 video. The first look is going to be this daytime, very flirty, very fun, light look. You can certainly do this for Valentine's, very pinky, purpley, a little bit smoky, not too much, no cat eye, so we're not wearing any eyeliner. So it's not going to be too dramatic. It is going to be very flattering, just refreshing, open eyes as we don't have any closed-in eyeliner. The second look is going to be taking this look and turning into a date night evening, more of a smoky, dramatic, more fun and playful look. So if you want to see both the looks, just please keep watching. First off, we're going to moisturize our face. You can use any moisturizer. I usually use this Athena facial moisturizer. After your moisturizer, you do want to put a primer on. I use Bare Minerals Prime Time. It didn't make it into the clip, but I did prime my face. And then I went ahead and primed my eyes with Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. Then I'm going to use Flawless Brow Trio in the shade Medium. And I'm also going to use an angled brush from MAC 203. I'm going to be dipping it in the darker brown, which is like a waxy consistency. I like to start out from the bottom. I usually don't go all the way at the beginning of my eyebrow because you don't want it to get it too dark in the inner of your eyebrow, so it looks more natural. And then I just go along with the bottom line and define my arch, and then I go to the top and start filling in between. You don't want to go too much in the very beginning at the very top as well, because you don't want to create that box. You kind of want to make it a little bit more natural, but you do want to fill it in as well and make sure you don't have any patches. For the foundation, I will be mixing 2 shades in this liquid foundation from BH Cosmetics. One shade is light rose and the other is light olive. Then I'm going to take the Real Techniques blender and I'm going to spray this makeup setting spray. You can also run it under water to make sure it's nice and damp. I like to just spray mine with a setting spray and it works just fine for me. This is to make sure that when you are patting in your foundation, that you are packing it, you're not smearing it, and it stays well on your skin. For the concealer, I'm going to be using Maybelline Fit Me in the, I think that's their lighter shade, number 10. You want to make sure you're making a triangular shape, that you're not showing more of the under eyes, that you are concealing them in a way that you're spreading out the highlight throughout your face and the peaks of your cheeks. And that way you're also extending it down to your nose and extending it to your eyes. Then we want to take the damp beauty blender and we want to make sure that we are packing it into our skin and that we're not smearing it. And take your time in this step. You want to make sure that you're smoothing it out nicely and you don't have any lines or creases anywhere. To set our under eyes, I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light to medium. I'm going to take the vanilla and the banana shade and just going to pack that into underneath our eyes to make sure we don't have any creasing. I'm going to be taking this brush, which does look like one of the Real Techniques brushes. It is a knockoff. We're just going to take that and pack this under our eyes. I'm going to use a blender just to make sure we don't have any creasing, and that I'm going to make sure that I'm not looking down, so you don't want to get that creasing in. And you're just going to be looking up and lightly packing in the powder underneath our eyes and making sure we don't get any creasing. So you just gently want to pack in the product. To set our whole entire face, I'm going to use this Morphe brush. It's just a nice fluffy foundation brush, and I'm going to take Bare Minerals foundation powder in the shade Medium, and I'm just going to set my whole entire face with it with just nice circular motions and just making sure we're not smearing the product, we're just buffing it in. Next up, we're going to set our eyelids, and I'm going to go in the Carly Bible palette, and I'm going to use this nice fluffy crease brush, BH Cosmetics 101, and we're going to take this vanilla shade and just pack it on to our whole entire lid so we are able to blend all our colors very well. To start out our crease, I'm going to take a very similar brush. It's also from BH Cosmetics, and it's just their single line crease brush. And we're going to take this a little bit lighter, it's like a cranberry mauve color, and we're going to pack that into our crease. And we just want to make sure that we're blending it out very nicely. I'm also going to take this tapered in brush and just kind of intense the color into our crease. I'm going to go back and take the fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to just blend that out to make sure we don't have any harsh lines. To add some color, I'm going to be using this palette Wild Child, and I'm going to choose this lighter purplish, it's lilac color, and we're going to put that into the outer corner of our eyelid. You can just go in about halfway, and I'm going to pack that in with just a regular shadow brush. Then I'm going in with a nice fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to intensify the color by using this nice darker purple. And I'm just going to pack that into my crease and blend that out very nicely. Using the same palette, I'm going to be taking this nice light pinkish color, and we're just going to pack that into our inner part of our lid and kind of just blending out and making sure we don't have any harsh lines. I'm going back to the Carly Bible palette, and I'm going to be using that mauve color and putting it into our crease, just making sure to intensify it, and we're also going to extend it a little bit to making a little cat eye look. But we're not going to be making it too dark, and then I'm going to blend out, making sure we don't have any harsh lines. For the inner part of our eyelid, I'm going to be using this ColourPop shadow in the color Puppy Love, and I'm just going to be taking my finger and just packing that into my lid. Since it is more of a beige shimmery color, I'm going to take this MAC shadow in Sweet Lust, and I'm just going to put that on top of that. And I'm also making sure that I'm blending all the colors together. I'm going to take this pencil brush, and for the inner part of our eyes, I'm going to be using a Natural Flirt MAC shadow. I'm also going to take that color and extend it in the lower part of our eye, and I'm going to be only extending it to the half of our eye. And for the second half of the lower lash line, I'm going to use this darker purple color. Since this is a day look, I'm not going to apply falsies, so I will just go ahead with my mascara routine. I usually just use two mascaras, one being Rimmel Scandalize, and the other one Maybelline Rocket Volume Express. I did recently discover Jelly Pong Pong in the Ipsy bag, and I actually really like it as the first mascara because it does lengthen the eyelashes. This mascara can get very messy just because it's so liquidy. Next up, I like to use the Rimmel Scandalize because it is a very volumizing mascara, so I'm going to let the first layer dry a little bit so that way I can pack this on and give me that volume. The third layer, I'm going to be using Maybelline Rocket Volume Express, and I like to use this mascara because it separates lashes very well because of the rubbered wand that it has. And it also is very great of getting really close to that base of the eyelashes and making sure they're separated and clump free. For the bottom lashes, I'm just going to be using the Rimmel Scandalize just to give me one coat of the volumizing mascara. For this look, we're going to skip the contour routine, and we're just going to jump into this Wet n Wild Fergie Edition bronzer. It is the Rose Gold Goddess. And I'm going to take this large Morphe angled brush and just to kind of warm up my face and go along the lines where I would contour my face. For the blush, I'm just going to use this Wet n Wild Rose Blush, and we're just going to lightly tap that in and blend that out. And of course, no look is complete without a highlight. I am going to be taking this Wet n Wild Fergie Edition Rose Champagne highlight. With the fan Morphe brush, I'm going to apply that to the peaks of my cheeks, and I'm going to lightly dust that on. You can go ahead, put as much as you want or as little as you'd like. I'm also going to go with that brush and go above my brow bone. If you'd like, you can also brush that onto your tip of your nose and the bridge of your nose to give the highlight to the whole entire face. For the lips, if you'd like, you can use a gloss, which is probably what I would do. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Bound Lippy Stick and the lip liner. And for the finishing touch, I'm just going to take that highlight and just put that in the center of our lips to make our lips look more plump. Hey guys, so this is a finished look for this first part. This is going to be a day look, as I said before, and if you guys really like this, you can go ahead and wear this through the day and just keep it as is. But if you want to add a little bit more smokiness, or maybe you want to add a cat eye, but I'm going to show you how to go from this into making a little bit more of fun, more of a dramatic look in case you're going on a date but you didn't want to put it on in the morning. So keep on watching, and we're going to turn this look into something more dramatic. To intensify our look, we're going to go into the BH Cosmetics Wild Child palette. We will go back and take that darker purple, and that color will go into our crease. You can go ahead and use a generous amount of color because we do want to intensify it and make it very dark, but we will be blending it out as we go along. In the palette Wild at Heart, I'm going to be using this grayish purplish bluish color, and I'm going to put that into our crease to intensify and make a more of a defined line. And then again, with the fluffy crease brush, we're just going to blend that all out and make the color a little bit darker. For the inner corner of our eye, I'm going to go in with this nice light pinkish color and just blend out the inner part and making sure that the crease does not come down too far. Then with this vanilla color, I'm just going to take that with the fluffy brush and just buff that out right underneath my brow, just making sure all the colors are blending in together. And with this flat brush, I'm going to go with this shimmery color, and I'm just going to pack that on right underneath the eyebrow to give it a little highlight. With the tissue, I'm just going to wipe off any fallout that I have. I'm also going to create a nice line with the shadow and wiping anything that we don't want. For the main lid color, I'm going in Wild at Heart palette. I'm going to pick up this nice corally peach color. It does have a lot of shimmers in it, so to get all of that onto our lid, I am going to wet my brush with the Smashbox water primer. And this will ensure that all of that intense color is going to be applied to our lid. I'm going to pack that color onto our lid, making sure we don't have any of that glitter fallout. Going back to the Carly Bible palette, I'm going to be dipping my brush again in the photo primer to intensify the inner corner of our eyes. I'm going to be using that highlight color and just packing that right into the corner of our eyes. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take the Galaxy Chick palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to take Milky Way and the Cosmic. They're really pretty lilac colors. With that same brush that I use for my inner corner, I'm going to glide that along our lower lash line. For the final touches on our eyes, I'm going to intensify our crease again, since we did blend a little bit more. And I'm going to make this V motion and kind of getting that cat eye look with the crease. And also making sure that we're still blending everything out and making sure we don't have any harsh lines. For the lower outer lash line, I'm going to be using this Urban Decay 24/7 Velvet Glide On Eyeliner in Plushy. And I'm going to apply that just in the outer part of our lower lash line. To complete our cat eye, I will be using a black liquid liner. You can go ahead and use a liquid line or you can use a gel line. That's all to your preference. When bringing in the eyeliner from the outer corner to the inner corner, I'm actually going to stop at the center. I'm not going to bring it in all the way to our inner tear duct. This will really make our eye elongated. To make our eyeliner very sharp and just to clean up our look, I'm going in with the concealer. I'm going to drag the felt tip right along the lower lash line and right at the edge of our eyeliner. With a flat brush, I'm going along the eyeliner and just creating a very nice sharp look. This gives us the chance to even out our eyeliner. Then with a blender, we're just going to blend everything out and make sure we pack that concealer in. Using the vanilla and the banana powder, we're going to set our under eyes and making sure we don't have any creasing. Now, since this is more of an evening look, we will go ahead and actually contour our face. With the Anastasia Contour Kit, I'm using the color Fawn and Havana, and I will be using that to accentuate my cheekbones. You can go ahead and use the top of your ear as a guideline to the corner of your mouth, and use that as your guideline. I also like to add some warmth to the top of my forehead, also along my jawbone. And just making sure that we blend everything really nicely and that we don't have any harsh lines anywhere. In this case, I just like to use a foundation brush and just blend everything together and making sure there's no harsh lines. To intensify our highlights, I'm going in Wild and Radiant palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to take the highlight shade and a fan brush, and I'm just going to dust that onto our high parts of our cheekbones. Once again, you can use as much or as little as you like. If you'd like, you can also use a little bit of bronzer to shimmer up and warm up your face. And to set the whole entire look, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Water Primer just to set all our makeup and make sure my face is hydrated and that the makeup stays all night long. At this point, you could add some falsies. I chose not to. I'm just using some mascara to refresh my eyelashes because I really like how my lashes turned out today. You can also go ahead and add a bolder lip. Maybe you want to do something bright pink or red. I just decided to intensify the color that I already had on. I will be using Makeup Forever Aqua Rogue liquid lipstick. To add some definition to our lips, I'm going with the ColourPop Medium Liquid Lipstick, and this is just going to add some of that definition in for a bigger lip look. And this is the final look. hope you enjoyed both of the looks. So this is the second look, and it is the more dramatic. We got a darker lip, we got a wing eye, got a little smokiness. If you really want to add, you can definitely add darker, like actual black smokiness. I kept it a little bit lighter just with the purples, but whatever works for you. You can stay with the first look all day long and go on a date, maybe add a red lip or maybe a little bit of a red pink lip with the first look. So I really hope you guys like this video. Please comment below for more ideas, maybe a certain detail of the face that you would want me to show you a tutorial further on. Just comment down below. For the Valentine's theme, and that I'm pretty new to YouTube, I will be doing a giveaway. The giveaway is going to consist of a Lumiere 2 from Kathleen Lights, and I will also be giving away a new palette that BH Cosmetics just came out with, and there's well going to be a few other goodies that I won't mention at the moment. But I will leave all the information below, and there's going to be more details coming up soon. Please subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.